Hey everyone, Sean here, bringing you another video showing off the latest addition to my collection. This is the Hot Toys Movie Masterpiece 297 Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars film A New Hope. And this is a figure I got a few months ago. It was a gift for Christmas. I'm finally getting around to doing the video. And initially, I was going to pass on this figure, but like anything Star Wars, even though you try to set limits, and I already have a Luke in my collection, the DX07. I thought, I don't need this other one, and I really didn't need this one. But since my folks said they wanted to get me another figure this year, this is the first one that popped into my head, you know. And I'm very, very glad that they got it for me, and I'm very glad that I have it in my collection because I'm trying very hard to stick just to the original trilogy figures and mainly stick to A New Hope. But being a big Han Solo fan, I'll probably end up getting stuff from the other Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back figures. And you know how Star Wars is. Once you get one, man, it's hard to keep your paws off, getting all the figures that are being released. Star Wars is definitely one of those lines that once it sucks you in, there's no turning back. But anyway, let's get on to the figure at hand, the Luke Skywalker. Likeness-wise, like I always like to start with, I do see a fair amount of Mark Hamill here. This is one of those figures that from straight on doesn't look like him 100%, but I know from various other angles, primarily profile and like 3/4, he does look very much like Mark Hamill, and I think the likeness is very good when he's, got his head slightly turned. That said, I do also have the DX07 Luke Skywalker figure, and I have to say that side by side, there's no comparison. I used to think that the DX07 was a really good likeness to Mark Hamill, but now seeing the newer sculpt next to the DX07, it's no contest. Hot Toys has shown that they've really stepped their game up, and you can see that just in a matter of a few years, how much their quality has improved from one release to the other. Now, moving on to the accessories, Luke Skywalker comes with a ton of goodies. As you can see here, he comes with some alternate looks. There's an alternate hairpiece that can swap off so that the little hat can fit along with the goggles over his head. He comes with this rifle and the like poncho so that, you can display him in this look. I think it's one way that if you wanted to buy two, you may want to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if people did. I myself am not going with this look, but it is very cool that Hot Toys did include tons of goodies with this figure. Now here we have a third look that you could put him in. This is like where he's training with Obi-Wan how to use the lightsaber and kind of harness his little Jedi powers with the little training orb when they're inside the Millennium Falcon. This is a third look you could do. So Hot Toys, this figure came loaded. Again, me, myself, I just want one, and I'm going with that classic, heroic-looking farm boy Luke. But here's a shot of the helmet and the really cool weathering job that Hot Toys has done. I think this helmet looks pretty damn nice. Now, getting on to the remaining accessories, you see the blaster rifle. This was the exclusive from Sideshow, so he comes with the Stormtrooper belt. He also comes with extra hands. We have an assortment of hands, like a force hand, a right hand to hold the rifle, or the big long rifle, a couple extra hands to hold the blaster rifle, and also some closed fists. He also has some relaxed hands that I had posed on him at the time that I took these shots. That's the little javelin that he uses to shoot across when he swings away from the troopers with Leia. There's his scouting binoculars. And of course, we also get the really cool light up arm. Finally got some light up sabers. That was the one thing that people wanted with the DX07, and Hot Toys decided to give it to us with this next wave, or huge wave of Star Wars figures that they have coming out finally this year. And we also get these stands. I love these stands that they've gone with for the Star Wars line. I think they just look great. They're not too much of a space hog. You can push the stands together and you can pretty much pose 3 figures on 2 stands connected, which I think is really, really useful and good for space saving. And here I am just showing off the light up feature, and the color has been modified. I tried to make it look more like what the color is of the lightsaber in the film, but if you look over his shoulder at the reflection in the glass, that's more of the color it is in hand. It's more of that like purplish blue. But yeah, so that's my look at the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker from the film A New Hope. I really dig it. I'm glad that I was able to get this for Christmas. It was a really cool gift. Comes with a ton of great accessories, and pretty soon I should have the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure to go with Luke. And after that, man, I don't know if I'm going to get Vader yet or not. Should I? I don't know. I have the Sideshow one, and I haven't decided of whether or not I'm going to be picking that Vader up. Time will only tell. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. I do appreciate all your feedback and the comments that I receive. I do read every one. If you haven't yet, check out my Facebook page. The Skull Reviews talked me into making one, and I did. So check that out. A link to my Facebook is in the description, and as always, thanks for watching.